Hey, it's Laura. Sorry, I'm trying to record this on my own for the first time. So yeah, this is One Girl, Two Cities YouTube page, but this video is going to be completely unrelated just because I needed a place to put this, and Gus wants to say hello. There he is. Um, it's weird. I have a lot going on right now, and I feel like I kind of have a lack of safe spaces to put information out there that I just kind of want to put out there. So I thought, well, I'll try YouTube and I don't know, see what happens. So I hung out with someone today who is not Gus, who's relatively new to my life, just someone I'm hanging out with probably not much longer after today, but yeah, it was just interesting because I'm vegan, and it's a way that I've chosen to live my life for many reasons. And I've been vegan for over 2 years now, and it's a huge part of my life. And um, it's something that I've chosen out of compassion for the animals, but also my own personal health. So compassion towards myself, and also compassion towards the environment, since animal agriculture is destroying the environment. And it's just interesting because in talking with this person, they basically said that I am not normal. And I get that. But it kind of took me aback because the implication there is that I am abnormal. And after kind of making it clear that I was put off by that choice of word, I suggested maybe mainstream was the word that they were going for, that I'm not mainstream, which I get because a very small percentage of the population is vegan. But then the person was like, well, aren't normal and mainstream the same? And I'm an introvert, and so sometimes I just have to take information and absorb it and think about it for a little bit. And it's snowing here in Minnesota right now, and it took me about an hour, a little over an hour, to get from South Minneapolis to North St. Paul, where I live, which typically should take 25 minutes or so. So I had a lot of time to think in the car, which is fantastic. Not really. Um, so, so yeah, normal is not the same as mainstream to me. I feel like the two have very different connotations, and I feel like a lot of people would be inclined to agree with me on that. So, they apologized. I don't really know that they meant it, though. I think it was just kind of like this person exists in their bubble and likes their bubble, and I get that because I certainly do my fair share of that. And I still don't think, though, that because they didn't mean offense by what they said doesn't mean that I can't take offense to it, which is kind of how I feel like they responded once I said something about the fact that I didn't appreciate being called not normal. Um, so yeah, I guess it just got me thinking that in the end, choosing to live a vegan life is very difficult. It's not easy because it's not something that's mainstream. I am very well aware of the fact every day that I live my life that the majority of people that I know, that I interact with, are not people that live the same way I do. And like I said, it's very challenging because I'm first and foremost vegan for the animals, and it's something that is so important to me, and they're just treated so terribly in the animal agriculture industry that I can't pay for their abuse. That's not something that I can have on my conscience. And to have someone, just I think to be around someone who lacks that compassion and empathy is very difficult. But it's hard because I feel like people aren't going to get to the point where I am if I don't give them a chance and give them time to talk to me more and consider the reasons that I live the way my life the way that I do. But also I wonder, I mean, to what extent do I consider it my responsibility? I don't know. I don't really like that word either, but I haven't been vegan for forever. I went vegetarian in 2008. I went vegan 2 years ago. And so I just feel like if someone hadn't taken the time with me to help me get to this point, I might not be at this point yet. But then, yeah, I don't know. I'm struggling to decide, is it worth it to try and help someone better understand where I'm coming from if they're not displaying empathy or compassion towards me? Because I feel like if that's not something that's innate to them, I worry that they won't even have a chance of getting to that point. Even moving towards veganism, which is fine. Like, of course I would love everyone to be vegan. I don't expect everyone in my life to be vegan. Most of them aren't. I probably have a disproportionately large number of vegans in my life than other people just because of my job and the deliberate way I choose to try and spend time with people and reach out to them. But I just don't know. In the end, it was hard to have someone remind me that I'm not normal, because I'm probably hyper aware of that fact, and I kind of wish I wasn't. But I think part of why I choose this is because I have a lot of empathy and concern for how other beings, human or animal, feel. And I don't know that, it's not something that's innate to everyone. My therapist reminds me that a lot. The fact that most people in the world are not as naturally empathetic as I am, which I'm still holding on to this ideal, I think, that I'll eventually be surrounded with everyone who is empathetic. And I get that that's not realistic. But like I said, I'm just kind of in that point where then when I come across someone like that, how much time and energy can I devote to trying to at least help them see where I'm coming from if they want to be a part of my life? I mean, I think it's something that they should want to do if they want to have a role in my life, instead of just kind of like, okay, you're this way, that's fine. I'm not that way, but whatevs. I just feel like it's such a huge part of my life that I want someone who's in my life to want to know more about it and understand, and not just be like, oh, that's just the way you are. Okay, let's go see a movie. It's not that easy. So I guess it's just kind of like trying to, I'm working on this whole intersectionality thing. I'm so not perfect at it. I have such a long ways to go. But for the courtesy that I'm trying to extend to other people, I guess I just get frustrated when I feel like the same courtesy isn't extended to me. But we'll see what happens. I just wanted to vent a little bit. So thanks for listening. Feel free to like or not like this video. I guess that's a thing on YouTube. Feel free to leave a comment if you have thoughts. That's certainly appreciated. It's totally fine if you didn't like this, because I know I was rambling for the most part. And like I said, I just had this information stewing around up here and I just needed to get it out. So thank you for listening regardless. Gus is going to say goodbye now. There he is. He's purring away in my lap. He's a good boy. Yeah, so. All right. Well, thanks for listening. Maybe I'll record more at some other point in time.